Hey y'all, it's Akira, part of TruthAndLoveUnited.com. What's going on? How was your week? How's your mama? How's your auntie? How's your cousin? Autumn good? Good. Mine is too. Thanks for asking. So listen, normally I feel like my videos are very, I mean, we have fun, right? I like to think we have fun. Y'all think we have fun? I like to think we have fun. But, oh, well, before I start, if y'all hear outside noises, my bad. It's hot in my room. This hair is hot. I'm trying not to show my bat wings too bad, so I got this covered. But the kid is hot. So if you hear some noises, it's outside because it's hot. Anyway, and I didn't want to have the fan on because of that constant whirring sound. I don't like that in videos, so I'm just letting you know what's up. So back to what I was saying. So I like to think on our video, I like to think that we come here, we have fun, we kiki, all that good stuff. But sometimes it tends to get a little deep. And there's nothing wrong with being deep. I think there are a lot of things that go unspoken about, things that we don't talk about that we really need to talk about. So not saying me talking about those things are not important, but sometimes I just want to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to chill. I want to relax. I want to just be able to, we're just going to kick it today. So I found a tag on the internet. So it's just a way for you guys to get to know me a little bit. Maybe learn some new things about me. Be like, oh, snap. I see where she's coming from on that one. So this is the 15 question tag. I guess is what they're calling it. I guess is what the young kids are calling it. So we're going to get started. Question 1, are you named after anyone? As far as I know, no, but this is the story behind my name, I think. So, like y'all know, my name's Akira, A-K-I-R-A. It's phonetically correct. I get called, in my life, I've gotten called Erica, Akira, Shakira, all these other names. And it's like, my name's phonetically correct. I don't understand. But anyway, my mom was pregnant with me, and she had a friend who found the name Akira, and I just cut his hair last night, y'all. So if y'all see hair particles falling, it's because I just cut it. What was I saying? So she had a friend who named her daughter. Her middle name was Akira. And up until this point, like my dad was away. I want to say he was in the Air Force. And they hadn't come up with a name for me. And my aunt actually came up with like the nickname that my mom calls me like to this day. And my mom this is 89, she wrote a letter to my dad and was like, listen, we'll come up with a name for this kid. Her name is gonna be this nickname that I've been calling her since I've been pregnant, which I ain't telling you because if you're a real one, if you like my friend, you know what that is, but we don't need to talk about that here. So anyway, so her friend told her about my name Akira. Then she looked it up, and when she saw what it meant, the definition she saw was it means the key to the light, which that's how she felt about me apparently. So that's what she named me. But fun fact, originally she wanted my initials to be KRS because her favorite rapper was KRS-One. So I was gonna be named Khadijah, which, okay, I would not have been mad about that. But I feel more like an Akira, but I would have been named Khadijah, but she couldn't find an R name that she liked. So, and it's funny because my last name actually begins with an S, so it would have been perfect, but she couldn't find an R name. Second question, if you have a nickname, what is it? So the nickname that my friends call me, that like everybody else in my family calls me, is Kiki. Drake kind of messed up the game when he put Kiki, do you love me? Because like that's like the joke every time somebody see me now. It's like, I remember, so a couple months ago I got a new boss, and one day the song came on, that the Drake song came on where we work, and my boss was like, did your family call you Kiki? I'm like, yeah. He like, can we call you Kiki? And I'm like, absolutely not. We're at work, sir. Get your life. But yeah, so Kiki, K-I-K-I, because my name is, again, A-K-I-R-A. So K-I-K-I, not K-E-K-E, not all the other stuff. No shade to the K-E-K-Es of the world, but I'm K-I-K-I. Thanks. So question 3, do I have any tattoos? Yes, I have 4 tattoos. So I have one on my wrist, which is Psalm 27. I have one on my arm, which is musical notes. This is actually my first tattoo. I could do a whole story time about this. Well, it's not really that big of a story. It was literally on some, like, my boyfriend at the time was like, yo, pull up on me at this address, you're getting a tattoo. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I was like 18, 19, a baby child, a baby. Then my third tattoo, actually have one right here. It says a freed spirit and it's a bird. And just because at one point in my life I felt very congested, like I just felt so tied down, and I didn't feel like I had the freedom to be myself. And I remember just making the decision one day, like, I'm not living by anybody's rules anymore. I'm just gonna do what I want to do, this and this and that. And actually, I might still do it one day. What I wanted to do was have like a little bird cage and make it look like the bird was flying out of the bird cage, but that might be too much. I got a lot going on up here, so we don't know. We don't know, child. We'll see. Then my fourth one is on my foot. I'm not about to lift my foot up because I'm not that flexible. But two hearts. One has angel wings and a halo, and the other one has devil horns and a devil's tail. And it's just because I feel like everyone has two sides. So every day we choose which side we're gonna operate in, but everybody got two sides, you know? Question 4, do I have any piercings? Yes, actually I have. Okay, so if we're counting holes individually, like 1, 2, not one, you know what I'm saying? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 piercings. You don't see most of them very often just because, you know, why would you? Actually, if you would never know, I think this is probably the first video you actually see me like wear an earring in my second hole, just because I don't normally do it. Just, I don't know. But anyway, question 5, what is my favorite quote? So I have a million of them. If you're following me on Instagram, which you should be, why aren't you? Get your life. But if you're following me on Instagram, do you see a lot of my favorite quotes that I post on there are just like stuff that I'm like,
yes, that makes so much sense.
One of my favorite quotes actually isn't on my Instagram yet. It's by, Charlemagne the Guy is the first person I heard say it, but I don't know if it's from Charlemagne. So I'll preface it like that. One day I heard him say, ratchetness and righteousness is the yin and yang in life. You need a little bit of both. And ever since then, it's just like, yes, because I like to, never mind. Yes, I believe that you have to have a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to be able to do some, you know, hood rester with my hood reference. I'm sorry, I've been listening to Megan Thee Stallion lately. Her new album just came out and it's bomb. Number 6, what's my favorite color? My favorite color is orange, but it's a very specific shade of orange. It's like, I don't see it very often, so I usually, for lack of a better word, settle for like regular orange, but it's really like orange but with like a taste of red in it. It's like a red orange. It's like a, think about like when the sun is setting and it's like that red orangey color, but it's like a fiery red orangey color. That's my favorite shade of orange. Like, I love it so much. Number 7, what's the first thing I notice about people? So it's probably 2 things. It's your eyes and your smile, because I feel like people have lost the art of looking people in the eye when they're speaking to them. You know, growing up, I was taught, out of respect, you look someone in the eye, you let them know that they have your undivided attention. And most of these people nowadays don't know how to look people in the eye. Personally, I feel like it's because a lot of them is scant, but that's another video. So yeah, I like to look people in the eye and I like to look at their smile, because a lot of times little things about their facial features will tell me like what's really going on, like if you lying or not, or if you being crazy or not. So yeah, your eyes, your face in general, like it's the first thing I tend to notice. If you're a man, I mean everyone, but specifically if you're a man, I look at your hands, because I feel like if your hands tell a lot about you. I'll just leave it at that. That's why I keep these done, okay? But anyway, next question. Number 9, how old do I think I'll be when I get married? Child, only the Lord knows. So to be honest, when I first got saved, which was that's the whole story. I got baptized when I was a little kid, but I really didn't understand what that meant. So I got baptized again when I was like 19. And I remember being like, all right, God, so cool. Like, boom, me and you cool now. So like, I should be like married by like 25. I should know what I want to do. Be married by 25. Have my baby by like 27. And we good to go. We popping. The kid gonna be 30 this year, and I have yet to find a man I like long enough to marry, let alone impregnate me. So, at this point, I'm just not really stressing it. I'm not putting pressure on it. I'm just letting God do his thing, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, he's shown that I can trust him with that. So I'm just gonna trust him with that, because I don't know, like, you know. But I'm not rushing it because I don't want to get divorced. Like, if you marry me, you stuck with me, player. So I want to make sure it's the right person. I want to make sure I can deal with his crazy, he can deal with my crazy, and we can just rock this thing out together, because the kid don't have time for no foolery, okay? Number 8, what female celebrity do I wish was my sister? Okay, so right now, it's so many, but right now, I would say LIZZO. On my mom's side, I'm the oldest. So I never had an older sibling. You know, I never knew what it was kind of like to kind of have someone to look at, to kind of know what not to do, what to do, what not to do, all that good stuff. And LIZZO, she's only a little bit older than me. She's only like a year or two older than me. But I just love her. I love her music. I love the way she carries herself. She's just so bomb. So like right now, it definitely would be LIZZO. LIZZO would be my big sister. She's my big sister in my head anyway. But it's like the honorable mentions are like Megan Thee Stallion, Angela Rye. Angela Rye's like auntie anyway. Who else? I mean, of course, that's not my sister though. I wouldn't want to be Beyonce's sister. Beyonce got Solange. And Solange's bomb. I would be Solange's sister, but I wouldn't be Beyonce. Anyway, my official answer is LIZZO. I want LIZZO to be my older sister. Number 10, what religion would my children practice? Christianity, of course. I wouldn't say I was raised Christian adjacent, I guess. I think I was raised with Christian values, but not blatantly as Christianity. But I am a Christian. I do not entertain men who aren't Christians. That's my point blank period. I don't entertain men who aren't Christian. So we have no choice but to be a Christian. If you're gonna be my man, my husband, the father of my children, you gotta be a Christian. It just is what it is. And we're gonna raise these kids in a Christian way. It's gonna probably be a little radical to the traditional Christians, but we're gonna be Christians the way I believe is the way God wants us to be them. Have you ever read Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or the Twilight series? So I love Harry Potter. Growing up, so when I was in 8th grade, I had to have surgery on my legs because my bones were coming out the sockets, and obviously I couldn't move very often. So I remember my mother, the same day, she gave me the first Harry Potter book and 3LW's album. It was like, here, go get your life because you're driving me crazy. And after that first Harry Potter book, I could not put the book down. I've read all the books. I've seen all the movies. I have not watched Fantastic Beasts yet, just because, I don't know, my heart, I ain't ready. I kind of feel like I have to rewatch all the Harry Potters and then go into Fantastic Beasts to like appreciate it all the way. But I'm a Harry Potter girl all day. If you want the Harry Potter life, I'm with you. Yes. Number 2, why do you have a Tumblr? So most people do not know this, but I do have a Tumblr. And I mean, it's not hidden, but when like real life people find, like people in my real life who know me find it, I usually block them. And there's nothing crazy on there. It's just like, I like Tumblr because Tumblr is one of those websites, like you can see like a picture. It's kind of like Instagram, but it's like, to me, because I mean, you see notes, but people, because you can't see like specific likes and stuff like that, like it takes away the clout chasing of Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people, if people don't get the certain response they want on a post, like they'll take it down or whatever. And I mean, you can see people's responses on your post, but if you tag the right stuff on Tumblr, like you'll get a response. And Tumblr just seems like more community oriented than other websites. A lot of my confidence, I will say, originated, like I found people that I really liked who helped me on Tumblr. Like I remember the first big girl I saw who I just thought was so bomb. Her name is Gabby. I think her name is Gabby Fresh. Gabby Fresh. It's been years ago, but when I first got a Tumblr, like she actually was the person who made me get one. Like seeing a picture of her, and I was like, who is this girl? And I clicked on it, and the picture was on Tumblr. And she was just so pretty, and she was a big girl, she was confident, all that stuff. And like just started following like big girl blogs and stuff like that, and just seeing how there were beautiful girls who weren't skinny, who were just loving themselves. And it's like, it helped. Like I was already on that path, but like it helped even more. So the main reason why I keep my Tumblr now is I want to be that person for somebody else. Yes, you're fluffy girl. Yes, you might have a big hair, big personality. You might fit all the stereotypes that they try to tell us is bad, but you bomb, sis. You poppin'. And it's just like, I just want to make sure that no one ever feels like they're alone in this world. Like, that's my main goal. Like, if you are striving to do right, if you're striving to be your best self, regardless of what you look like, if you're striving to be your best self, you're not alone. And I see you, boo. 13, do you remember your dreams in the morning? Not always, but a couple days ago, I had, I literally woke up laughing because I was just like, yo, that was crazy. It was a dream. I was like in this cabin, and it was like a summer camp type cabin, but like for adults. And like all my exes was there, and like comparing notes and comparing dates and comparing things, and I'm just like I could feel myself having the feelings in my dream. It was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. Usually I don't remember dreams past couple days, and it's been a couple days I vividly remember this dream. So it's just like, Now, I've had dreams in the past, or people call it deja vu, where I will dream something and then it'll happen in life later. I just like to think that's God's way of showing me where I'm supposed to be, because that happens to me fairly often. We praying that ain't one of them, child. But yeah, not very often, but every now and then I get that dream that is just like, whew. And it's not like a deja vu thing, it's a genuine dream, but it doesn't happen very often. But when it does, it's thick, child. How often do you listen to music? I listen to music every day. Now, depending on what's going on, will dictate what I'm listening to. Like, of course, I listen to gospel music, I listen to R&B, I listen to hip hop. Those are my main three. Because of my job, I am being enthralled in pop music and some Latin music as well, which is interesting, because I like the beats and I be liking what they say, until like the person who speaks Spanish be telling me what they talking about. I'm like, that's very graphic. Okay, cool. Not to say that hip hop and R&B and none of those other ones aren't graphic, but it's just like, oh, okay, cool. Okay. Some of my favorite artists though, I love Jasmine Sullivan. I feel like she's underrated. And sis, when a new album coming out? Cause I'm ready. I'm ready to give you all my coins. When's it coming? Of course, LIZZO. She's on tour this summer. I want to see her so bad. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is just so much fun to me. She's so just carefree and just on her get my money, F these boys, get my money. Like, I love that vibe. And sometimes I be in that vibe, especially after a dude tries me. Like, I be in that vibe. So she's another one. Some of my favorite gospel artists, I love Kiki Shear, I love Kirk Franklin. It's this gospel like choir that my mom bought me their tape, had to be at least 20 years ago at this point. They're called A New Direction, but not the Rain album, because everybody, if you heard A New Direction, you always think I'm talking about the Rain album. No, I'm talking about the first album. It's like purple, and this dude got like a blue shirt on, and it's like a mirror image of this guy. Like, that album goes. I play that album's on Tidal. I still listen to that album because that album goes. Okay, when I'm feeling away, or if I'm just in my whatever, that's my go-to gospel album. Anything J Moss, I'm rocking with. I love him. Anything Fred Hammond, I'm rocking with. He's bomb. Yeah. Right now, those are like the people that I go to. I'm trying to think. Oh, Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett is the homie. Like, I saw Ty Tribbett in concert probably 5-6 years ago at this point. It was him and the Walls Group, and they were at the House of Blues. And that little man has so much energy. I love his spirit. And to me, he's the perfect, when you take your L, how to come back properly. Like, he's like the perfect Christian example of what you're supposed to do. So I love Ty Tribbett. Like, I love Ty Tribbett. I love Ty Tribbett. If I ever get to go to his church, I'll be so excited because I just love him. I'm 15. Name something you have to do tomorrow. So tomorrow, I have dance rehearsal. I am the dance leader at my church, and I have rehearsal. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Other than that, I got some other things in the works that I might be working on. But the main thing is I have dance rehearsal. So I'm going to be doing that. Tomorrow might be kind of a making calls, making appointments kind of day, but most of it is, the main thing I'm worried about is dance rehearsal, because I love my sisters. Well, I ain't gonna get into all that, but I love the women that I dance with. I've been over it 8 years. It's been a long time, and it's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but I wouldn't change it for anything, because that journey has helped make me the woman of God that I am, and it's part of the journey, you know what I'm saying? All right, and I'm actually gonna throw in an extra question, just because I've had people, not necessarily in my comments, but just in life, you know, I've had people ask me, like, how do I stay encouraged, or like, what pastors do you listen to on YouTube and things like that. I have a few. I don't want to put a number on it, just because it's probably more than the ones I'm gonna name, but just off the top of my head, Sarah Jake Roberts, that lady right there, I love her so much. To me, she's like the balance, right? Like, she gives it to you straight, no chaser, but it's also the word of God. And I really, really, really appreciate that, because especially when people still telling women, like, you're not supposed to be preaching the word of God. Like, sometimes I need to hear it from someone that I know has been through what I've been through, or who has experienced some of the things that I've experienced and still get it. Like, I just love her. I love Sarah Jake Roberts. Another one is Pastor Mike Todd from Transformation Church. He is just so cool. Like, he's such a swagged out pastor. Like, I just love Pastor Mike Todd. And all the pastors I'm talking about, I love, because they give sound biblical doctrine. Like, it's not played with. It's not their version of it. It's literally like, this is what the Bible says. Regardless of how I feel about it, this is what the Bible says, and I appreciate that. I mean, to me, most of us struggle with what the Bible says, right? Because we're wrapped in flesh. So our flesh wants to do one thing, and we try to rationalize the things we want to do, but we see in black and white what the Bible wants us to do. So I appreciate pastors who, like, regardless how they know that people gonna feel, they give it to you straight, right? So, like I said, one is Sarah Jake Roberts. I think she's Potter's House, LA. Love her. I talked about Todd Tribbett earlier. He has his own church. He actually has a podcast. Like, I listen to a lot of podcasts. If you want to know which ones, just let me know. I can tell you. But I love listening. I think it's their Wednesday night sermon. I love listening to his sermons. Like, he's another one. Like, I just love his energy. Pastor Mike Todd, like I said, of Transformation Church. Love him. Love his wife. Love their family. Just his whole vibe. And it's his others. I think it's his associate pastor is a woman. Excuse me. She did a sermon. I can't remember the name of it, but it was just it was so good. Like, I will try to find it. If I can find the link, I'll link it down below. Like, I just love that sermon. Ooh, okay. I just love that sermon so much. It was phenomenal. Pastor Stephen Furnick, I think is his name. I really, really, really like him, because growing up, I did not see, like, at one point in my life, I went to a Catholic church. I went to Catholic school, I guess I should say. So you go to mass because of school. And outside of that, I had never seen a white person preach, for real. I mean, like, my mom listened to Joyce Myers growing up, but I really wasn't listening, you know what I'm saying? So Stephen Furnick is like the first white person, to be honest, that I've like listened to, and I just appreciate his point of view. I appreciate the way he preaches, because it's very universal. Some pastors, they preach a very specific way, and it's only a very specific demographic that can connect with the way he preaches. A lot of it is a cultural thing. Black churches and white churches are different, and I'm pretty sure like Korean and Asian churches are different, and Native American churches, I'm pretty sure they're all different, but it's a very specific culture in Black churches that I don't see in other cultures. And so it was nice to see a pastor who can make his message so universal that anybody could connect with it. So yeah, Pastor Stephen Furnick, I like him a lot. And then it's this pastor who's I know the other ones I've said are kind of known. It's this other pastor. His name of his church is First Baptist Church of Glendarden, and the pastor's name is Pastor Jenkins. They have a YouTube as well. I'll link their YouTube below. I love Pastor Jenkins. Pastor Jenkins reminds me of, like, because my pastor isn't as old as Pastor Jenkins, but I feel like once my pastor hits like his 50s, that's how he's gonna be. Like, Pastor Jenkins is very like cut to the chase, and he's like, to me, he's the perfect balance of truth and love, because he gives it to you straight, but there's love on it. Like, it's not sugarcoated, but it's forceful, but it's in a loving way. Like, you don't take it as an attack, or it doesn't come across as an attack. Like, I just love that about him, because I ain't gonna lie, the first time I heard him preach, I was a little leery, like, he seemed like he might be a little much. But the more sermons I listen to, it's like, no, he's not a little much. He's passionate about what he's talking about, and I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate pastors who are confident in the word that they're preaching. So, Pastor Jenkins, that's the homie. So, if you've gotten this far in the video, I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to just some random facts about me. If you have any questions, or if you have any other things that you want me to talk about, put it down in the comments. Make sure you are commenting, and subscribing. Make sure you're checking out the website, truthandloveunited.com. And I think we're done. I think we're gonna get out of here. You already know what I'm about to say. As long as you're running your race at God's pace, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Bye, y'all. Thank you.